Hey, this is Annabelle from Washington, D.C. for Frantic TV. So this weekend, we had a group ride. It wasn't a big group ride because it was freezing outside. It was like in the 30s in the morning. So our boy and one of our group leaders, Franco De Mayo on Instagram, he had a great idea about getting together at 7 a.m. when it was freezing. And I almost didn't go, but I bared the cold. I bundled up, and I'm so glad I went because we had an amazing time. I'm going to tell you all about it. We started off downtown in Southwest DC, and we rode past the Air and Space Museum, the Indian Museum. Then we decided to go behind the U.S. Capitol. We got some good videos out there. And it was a little chilly still, so we stopped by the Union Station and warmed up a little bit, took some pictures and videos, and talked about where we were going to go. And we decided to go to the Commanders football game. Now, for those of you who may not know who the Commanders are, it's the football team formerly known as the Redskins. Now, the Redskins been around for over 75 years, and they changed their name during a little bit after COVID to the Commanders. But they're still fans. We still love them. It's a football team that we've followed for the longest. Now, the one thing I want to tell you is I used to work for the Redskins. I was in the flag team. I worked with them for a few years, and I had the most amazing time working for that team. I'm so glad I did that. It was an incredible experience working for them. This weekend when we went to the tailgate party, we rode around, and I got to see some of the old friends that I met, and when I was working there, and I got to see some of my old workers, my co-workers that I found out that they are back because during COVID they got rid of the art team, the flag team, and they got rid of the cheerleaders. But I found out this weekend that we are back. The cheerleaders are back. The flag team is back, so they asked me to come back and work with them. So next season, I think I'm gonna go try out, and hopefully I get picked to work with the Commanders. I was gonna say the Redskins. They're no longer the Redskins. They call it the Washington Commanders. Now, a highlight, at least for me, besides all the stuff that I've been talking about, one of my highlights. You guys know I love dogs, but Boston Dynamics had their robot dog there, and it was being used by Secret Service. Now, Secret Service, what they do, they use the Boston Dynamics robot dog to do facial recognition, and they go to big events like that, like the Commanders game, and what they do there is they use the dog to see if there's anybody on the terrorist watch list or anybody that may be wanted, by the FBI or Secret Service. So the dog is not there just to show off and stuff. It's there to actually do a job. It's there to help people stay safe and do facial recognition to make sure nobody that's not supposed to be there isn't there. But watching that robot dog from Boston Dynamics walk around and maneuver to crowds, maneuver up and down stairs, and it was like way out of this world. I felt like I was in the future. We are in the future. It's 2024 now. It's almost 2025. But if you ever get a chance to see Boston Dynamics robot dog, or if you get a chance to come to the Washington Commanders game, sometimes I call it the Redskins still. If you come to the Commanders game, pass by Lot A or Lot B, and you're gonna see the Boston Dynamics dog there. There's gonna be a big black truck there. There's no name on it, but it's Secret Service, and you get to experience and see the Boston Dynamic dog in action. I'm so glad we went. I'm so glad I bared the cold weather, and I'm really glad Frank put this ride together because it was an experience of a lifetime. I had a great time, and I hope you guys one day get to come to the Commanders game and experience the tailgate party and come right around DC too. We're going to keep doing this more often, so if anybody wants to join us on Sundays, we're going to, as long as it's not raining or snowing, we're going to try to keep going because it's fun and it's free. Unless you have tickets, then you got to pay for the tickets to go inside. But it was an experience that I wanted to talk about and tell you guys only on Frantic TV. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys here in Washington, D.C., and we get to take you out to the Commanders game one day. So this is Annabelle now saying goodbye. I hope you guys have a great day and you guys enjoy this video. Thank you for watching.
He said, you know what, we're going to make a name for ourselves. We'll be the first offensive line ever to do it. He says we're going to call ourselves Hogs. I went, Jesus. So I go home to my wife. I said, honey, guess what? I'm a hog. And she goes, what's new? Hell. I remember I played football till I was 36, 13 years in this league, and you get the heck beat out of you. If the rules back then were like they are today, I'd still be playing in 71. But anyway, I played football till I was 36. Then, I picked up and played around the league, softball. Softball around the league till I was 50. Whenever I hit 50, I started playing a little golf. You know what the whole moral of that story is? The older you get, the smaller your balls get. You go from football to softball to golf. And when I'm shooting marbles in an old folks' home, you know I'm
Hello, my friends. I hope you're all having an outstanding, fabulous day, and welcome back to Frantic TV's Answers with Bruce. And I'm Bruce. Today, we're diving into a topic that's creating quite a stir, quite a buzz on the streets of New York City. As some of you may have heard, jaywalking recently became legal in New York City. For I don't know how many decades, it was not legal to jaywalk, and a person who jaywalked could get up to a $250 fine. Now, pedestrians can cross anywhere they want on the streets without any fear of retribution from law enforcement. That's right. After all those decades of being forced to cross crosswalks and intersections and pressing the button, now that's all gone. Pedestrians can do what they want to get where they want. Now, this change actually sparked a question from our show's producer, Felix, and he sent it to me to discuss on today's show. And Felix's question is this: now that jaywalking is legal, what's going to happen if I'm riding my e-bike and someone just steps right out in front of me? Who would be at fault in that situation? That is an incredible question. And New York City is one of the meccas of e-bike and electric mobility riders. So I am pretty sure that many people who ride e-bikes and other electric mobility devices in New York City want to know the answer to that. And so the answer is very, very, very simple. And the answer is this: it all depends. And I say that because first, let's really talk about what the law changes. So the law, by legalizing jaywalking, New York City wants to reduce the number of minor citations, wants to allow police to focus on bigger crimes instead of something that is a harmless error, so to speak. So you save police resources, you save government resources, and equally, if not more importantly, people are now given more freedom to cross the street wherever they feel. And we all know, or should know, New York City has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pedestrians that are walking the sidewalks and crossing the streets every day. So, the issue is, just because jaywalking is now legal, that doesn't mean that pedestrians are suddenly exempt from responsibility when it comes to accidents. Pedestrians and e-bike riders and all users of the streets and sidewalks, they still have a duty of care. And that is essentially a legal responsibility to act with caution and to avoid reckless behavior. Even before the repeal of this law, many pedestrians were under the mistaken impression that that crosswalk gave them some kind of super protection from liability and from being injured from automobiles or any kind of traffic. For example, some pedestrians think that they can just walk into that crosswalk and all traffic must immediately stop. Kind of true, but not kind of true. Why? If a car is traveling 30 miles an hour and they are only a few feet from that crosswalk, and that pedestrian walks into that crosswalk and gets crushed by that automobile driver is not going to be at fault, because it would be impossible for that automobile driver to stop and not hit anybody in that crosswalk in that short a distance. So even in that circumstance, that pedestrian had a duty of care. That pedestrian had a responsibility to pay attention to what was coming down the street before they stepped into that crosswalk. That crosswalk is not some super protection from liability and harm. And that carries over to the repeal of the jaywalking law. The pedestrian still has a duty and a responsibility to pay attention. That pedestrian still has a duty and responsibility to look up and down the street before they step off that curb. So let's say you're riding your e-bike and a pedestrian just steps right off the curb and right into your path without checking their surroundings, and there's an accident. Determining who is at fault, it's going to depend on the specifics of the incidents, but here's how fault could be assigned. If the pedestrian acted carelessly and did not pay attention and was not looking and disrupted the normal flow of traffic, they could easily be at fault, or possibly partly at fault for the accident. So even though they're allowed to jaywalk, they still must pay attention. Now, let's assume that the e-bike rider was reckless or distracted, because the e-bike rider or the electric scooter rider or the one wheel or the unicycle also has a duty to pay attention to what they're doing and to look ahead and look at their surroundings as they're traveling down the road. So if the e-biker was speeding or acting careless or reckless in some manner, then the e-biker could be responsible either in whole or in part for the resultant accidents and damages therefrom. It's a shared responsibility. New York operates under a legal principle called comparative negligence. Comparative negligence. What does that mean? That means that both parties could share some responsibility in the resulting accident. For example, if the pedestrian is 80% responsible and the e-biker is 20% responsible, that's how the law would split up any kind of damages. If the e-biker was 50% and the pedestrian was 50%, they both would share in responsibility for any resulting damages. And what do I mean by damages? Could be property damage. If the bike was destroyed and the bike was a $2,000 bike and the e-biker was 50% responsible, then that pedestrian is only liable for $1,000. And it would work the same way if there was any kind of physical injury as well. So Felix, that is your answer. It's a case-by-case situation. It all depends on the facts. Nothing in life is clear-cut, and this is even less than clear-cut. So just because jaywalking is now legal, it does not give the pedestrians the freedom to ignore everything around them and just step off the curb. Both pedestrians and e-bikers and other users of the road have a responsibility to stay vigilant and be cognizant of their surroundings and exercise a duty of care for their fellow citizen. And remember, legal or not, reckless behavior on either side can lead to serious consequences. This is the bottom line for both parties. For e-bike riders, it's essential to stay aware of your surroundings, to pay attention, to not ride distracted, and to look ahead so you don't hit or strike a pedestrian. And pedestrians, you have the same duty that you've always had, which is look both ways and pay attention before you step off that curb. It was the same way before the repeal of the jaywalking law, and it's the same way now. The key takeaway here is that even though jaywalking is now legal, safety is a shared responsibility. Pedestrians and e-bikers need to work together to keep the streets safe for everyone, and e-bikers and other electric mobility device users, ride safe and be a good representative of the electric community. And thank you for Felix for sending in that question. If you have a question about legal issues, e-bikes, or just want to learn more about the New York City street laws, leave a comment, send them our way. Your question might be featured in our next episode. And thanks for tuning in to Frantic TV Answers with Bruce. And remember, ride safe, be smart, don't be stupid. Until next time, I love you all. See ya!
This video is sponsored by PV Connection.
This ain't a beamer, this a big dance. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend. Put in work, baby, you could be my best man. Sending cash to my account, he investing. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like.
Allison of Frantic TV here. Today we are at Electrify Expo here in Orlando, Florida. This is a huge 2-day event. It is a huge expo of all things electric, mostly vehicles here, lots of test driving, demos. It's my very first one, so I am just taking it all in. I don't really know what to say too far yet. I'm at the very beginning where the entrance tints are here right now. It is going to take some time to get through this place because it is so freaking big. I got a VIP pass, which means I get to skip all the lines, and I got a cool hat here that says Electrify Expo, so I am super excited to show you guys. But thanks for watching for What's Up with Allison. Stay tuned, watch everything I'm going to ride today.
You have your phones in your hand, put your mouths real open, let's hear you cheer. You can take this, I'm sure. Whip out that back. Hot.
Frantic TV. We are here at Electrify Expo. Met our newest friends, Nickel Eyes. Tell me about your company.
Hey everybody, yeah, so we are Nickel Eyes. We sell electric skateboards. We are here showing off our best of the best today. 25 miles per hour top speed, and the range is 25 miles of range. Yeah. This kind of represents our custom builds. You know, we can apply these power packs and wheels to any of our platforms. We had a great time. So many beginners out here. Everybody had a great time. I don't think anybody got hurt today, did they?
No, it's about having fun, having a great time, getting people on board, standing on business, one board at a time.
All right, where's your shop located?
We are located in Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral, Florida. Go on to the East Coast, take 528 all the way until you hit the water.
All right, hell yeah, guys. Well, thanks for the demo. I love the board. That's sick. That was so good. Thank you so much.
Cool.
All right, guys, meeting my friend April. We are going to be driving her first car of the day. What car is this?
This is going to be a Porsche Macan.
Okay, super exciting.
Let's go.
Let's take a look. Hey, guys. You guys, I love this. Is this narcissistic of me? You watching my own video?
That's two.
Guys, I'm there and I'm here. Shut up. April, what do you think?
I think it's awesome. Let's go, Allison.
Hell yeah. Red and black is definitely looks cute on you.
It's hot.
That's real hot.
It's nice.
You'll be in the second one in the line. Enjoy. All right.
Frantic TV, now is the time. We have waited in line for an hour and a half, and I am driving the Xyber truck. Let's check it out. How do we get in? Sick. Check it out. Very edgy. I don't want to say like super cute, but like very like modern. The most modern.
It's a big boy. It's a long
The steering is drive-by-wire, and what that means is basically there's nothing connected to manually, like to the steering, to the wheels. It's all electronic. So the rear wheels will turn as well the front. So you're gonna feel that when you come out. Just turn right here.
Am I in drive?
Yeah, you're good to go. Yeah.
Why am I
you
going?
can press it. There you go. There you go.
I can't tell how big my ass is.
It's okay, you can look. If anything, you look here, this mirror, this camera right here will show your left and right, and your front right here. It's okay, see what I mean with the steering? It's a little touchy.
Okay.
Now we're really going to test the steering out.
Okay.
This U-turn right here.
This is your favorite part?
Yeah,
this turn?
It is very sensitive.
Yeah.
Very sensitive.
Wow. This
You
is...
see the rear wheels turning? All your turning?
I can't see anything, to be honest.
It's very touchy. And once we start going, you'll feel the regenerative braking. When you let off, it'll actually brake itself for you.
Okay.
And like I said, this car does have full FSD capability, so it can drive itself.
Can you put the light height down to the lowest?
Yeah, we can do it when we get on the road.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it now.
Okay, just hit it once.
Just press it once and you're good. I didn't want to do it. Hang on. Alright, keep.
Gas.
Alright, don't press anything.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just let it do its
Just
thing.
keep doing
It's
it?
gonna go to the stop sign by itself. And it's gonna stop.
How does it know to go right? I'm just gonna hit the blinker.
So this part, usually you'll have it navigated to go this way, but it won't know where to go.
Okay.
But it should go straight.
Can we go straight?
Yeah, it will.
It went straight by itself. Yeah.
What if I wanted to go right?
You would press the
Probably the
right
blinker?
turn, yeah,
Oh, okay.
blinker. But usually, before you even go to anywhere, you want to navigate it, and then it'll know exactly where to go. On the
Okay,
screen.
I'll go step by GPS.
Yeah, through GPS, correct.
Sick.
You can go to any Tesla location and drive any of our models for 48 hours, overnight, take it home, drive it to wherever you want, just bring it back.
And this is a coupon?
This
Like
is a coupon, you just give it.
this is exclusive or everyone got this?
Well, everyone that drove today.
Ah, okay, sick.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Cybertruck, Frantic TV. That is a wrap. I am pooped. I can't tell you how many lines I got to skip with my VIP pass when demoing everything. Such a good time. I had so much fun here at Electrify Expo. Definitely a fun time. Definitely gonna do 2 days next time and just one because there's so much to do here. But thank you for watching. What's up with Allison on Frantic TV? See you next weekend.
Hey. Run around town, hey. In the street. Hey, hey, yeah. I've been laying low and getting to some plays with the bros. People hitting me about so and so, but say it ain't so. I've been out the way, I stay away from stunting the growth. Cause the pros got a pro, it's all under control. Moving militant, my soldiers, we all stick to the code. Sticks and stones, broken bones, put a tag on they toe. White flags from the enemies, they six in a hole. Cause the pros got a pro, it's all under control. Yeah. And she got sick of her friends, pulling up, getting this Benz. I like my women just like my money, I make them extend. Tokyo stacking my yen, smoke a little perk, get out of my head. A year ago I couldn't get out of my bed. Yeah, I've been putting off my dad, been putting off my dad. Damn right, yeah, I said what I said. Playboy, I'm seeing all red. Get a bat to the head like Glenn. I would never stress no way.
Say hello to the camera.
No lo hagas. Hacemos cambio, tío.
Oh, claro. ¿De dónde eres?
Yo soy de África.
De África. ¿De qué parte de África? Porque África es bien grande.
Burkina Faso. El país del presidente más joven del mundo. Muy bonito.
I don't know about you, but when I'm riding, I like to look good.
Thank you, man. It's a Segway.
It's nice. How much is it?
This one, it went up in price. Before it used to be $3,000, and because of the tariff, now it's $33,000. So they added $300 of the regular price. If you want to see yourself on TV, frantictv.com.
This is your channel?
It's a news outlet. We cover New York, DC, and Florida. So it's basically the news on wheels.
That's awesome. That's a great idea, man.
Yeah.
Yo, take care.
You're gonna see yourself there.
I will. I'll take it out.
So tenderly, I want you tremendously. My heart
You all right?
No.
Man, you made it to the channel. Be careful.
News updates.
All right, guys, we got breaking news. I just got hit by a bike.
What?
I gotta be honest. I have a soft spot for hard-working immigrants that instead of selling drugs, they are here trying to make a living. Although the guy was riding a little bit fast, the only reason why he's doing that is because he's trying to get your food as fast as he can so he can make more money. So when I turned around and I saw who it was, I was like, oh, everything is fine. I'm not the type of person that cares about material. If something happens to the bike, I don't care. I was just worried that everybody was okay.
You done or you're not done?
No, I'm still at the cover that side.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me get in the shot. I'm kidding.
The snake in the wilderness, so the Son of Man was lifted up, so that everyone who would look on him and believe would have eternity, and God's unfailing love. For God so much the world.
I am done for today. How about you guys?
Not yet.
Not yet? See you.
This is Sven reporting live from St. Petersburg for Frantic TV and Sven's World, alright?
I am off to invisible grounds. Don't know when to stop. Returning, it's not the way for me. Only a mile to go. Somewhere I belong. I'll see it clearer now. I'm learning the path as I go. Everybody knows it's spoken.
float. We're glad you're with us. 76 plus of us tonight. We picked up some bicyclists, so I'm sure we're at least 80 of us tonight. So far, no incidences. We like that best of all, right? Again, we're glad you're subscribed and like our videos, please. Frantic TV, bitches. All right, here we go.
Oye, oye, mi gente, mira, dale. Sabrosito, mantente cerca de mí, pura bellaca, vibra chuki. Hey, cúrame esta noche, no te vayas lejos de aquí. Juca de piña no se tose, mi cordura ya la perdí. Vete cerquita, pegado, tú me tienes enchulado. Quiero entregarme a ti cuando te tengo al lado, lado. Ponte pegadita al frente, dime cómo se siente cuando explotamos la pista.
All right, we're rolling in to the barn, back to where we started. Thank you for hanging with us. It means a lot. Trust me, the fact that you waited all the way to the end and we had no really bad happenings. Nobody got hurt. Nobody fell. It was good. It was a good time. Good time. All because of this guy right here. Brian Freebie, you're the man, boss. Seriously, man.
We're about to head out. We're about to head out. Is this a fast ride or not? No, this ride.
Yeah, you gotta keep up. You'll probably do like 37.
Oh yeah, there's 5 years at 20.
Oh my God!
That guy got the silver wide handlebars. They got the same. They got the new one. I see that.
I just heard that.
Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No. I'm a man with a gift and I'm doing my shit like. Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No. I'm a man with a gift and I'm doing my shit like. And I'm doing my shit like.
So we had a pretty good ride out today. Started off at Lincoln Memorial, went by Navy Yard. Then we hit some other places in DC. It was short and sweet, a little chilly. It's like in the mid 40s today. It was pretty warm earlier. It was in the mid 50s. It was really nice today earlier. But we got out. Rode for a little while. I was riding earlier by one wheel with dogs and stuff, but you know, it's different to get out and ride with the fellas. And yeah, overall, good ride. Nobody fell. Everybody's safe. And we'll see you on the next ride. Thanks for watching One Wheel Dog Welcome on Frantic TV.
Hello, all my friends. I hope you're having an outstanding, fabulous day. And thank you for tuning in to Answers with Bruce. Welcome back. Today's question comes from our very own Annabelle Punte, and he asked me about the new law in Washington, D.C. The new law is the safety stop law, or what I refer to as the yield law, enacted in 2023. And what is the safety stop law, the yield law? That is a law that allows cyclists, regular traditional bicyclists, and e-bikers to not have to stop at a stop sign. It allows them to need only to yield to pedestrians and to vehicle traffic. It's a game changer, or so many think, but let's take a closer look. There are several states that have this law. It's also called the Idaho stop, the Delaware yield. Ironically, the state of Maryland, which is where I'm from, tried to pass this same law in the most recent legislative session, but it did not make it. The goal of the yield law, or the safety stop, is to make it safer for cyclists and automobile drivers. Most falls of bicyclists occur when they stop, and it's to reduce the risk of falling, but it's also to minimize the negative interaction between cyclists and automobiles. Studies have shown that this actually improves safety outcomes. But the question remains, is this a good move for DC, Washington, D.C.? Washington, D.C. has many thousands of pedestrians and automobiles. It is a very congested city. So while the benefits are promising, it's important to remember that the law doesn't give cyclists a free pass. Cyclists still need to exercise caution and due care when they come to a stop sign. They must yield, they must allow pedestrians to proceed through and automobiles. So a yield at a stop may be possible if it's safe to do so, but otherwise a stop sign is a stop sign for all involved. The whole point is to also encourage good interactions between automobiles and cyclists. From a legal perspective, this new law might raise some eyebrows, but again, studies have shown that it actually improves safety. It's backed by data that the law works as intended. The key takeaway, though, is that both bicyclists and automobile drivers need to be aware of each other. Bicyclists need to follow the vehicular laws. They need to signal if they're turning from the stop yield, and they need to be following the rules of the road, traveling with traffic, for the law to protect them from going through a stop sign. If followed correctly, this law could lead to smoother and safer road experiences for everyone involved in Washington, D.C. So, Annabelle, to answer your question, I think this law is great for improving safety. I hope that Maryland passes this law the next time around. It will require responsibility on the part of cyclists, but I think if cyclists pay attention and follow the law, it's going to make it safer and a more smoother traffic-wise city in Washington, D.C. But I'm curious as to what you all think. Is this a good thing for D.C.? Would this be a good thing for Maryland or where you live? Or is it a can of worms? So please, if you have an opinion or thought, drop it in the comments below. And thanks for tuning in to Frantic TV Answers with Bruce. If you have a question you want me to tackle, drop it in the comments or send it our way. And remember, ride safe, be smart, don't be stupid, and I love you all. And if you have not, boom, smash the subscribe and click on the like for Frantic TV. I love you all. See ya! This law is oh.
Hey, that's weird.
Yeah.
What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like.
All right, guys, Frantic TV. Today we are here in St. John's Pass. This is in Madeira Beach, Florida. This is a huge seafood festival we're at called John's Pass Seafood Festival. It is a 3-day event. Okay, so this is supposed to be like more hero style. Where all the seafood are. Boy, do I love me a jet ski, ain't gonna lie. I wanna be doing one of those right now. Okay, dumb question, but do they make electric jet skis? Electric boats? Which is like stupid water electric, but like, there's gotta be. Is the biggest one. Okay, we are walking into one of my favorite Madeira Beach gift shops. Yes, they have the cute little beachy things, but the best part is that they have this bird in here. Oh, where's the bird? I don't see it. Oh my gosh. This is the funniest bird I have ever met. Oh, there he is. I remember there used to be a sign here that said, please don't say hello to me. Because once the bird starts saying hello, it's just non-stop hello, hello, hello. And I feel so bad for the workers. But maybe we'll come back when he's more awake. Oh my god, there's a bird on him! Oh my god. It's not there. Okay, well thank you. No stress, thank you. Guys, they're out of lobster mac and cheese. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go do crab macaroni and cheese instead, which is perfectly fine. Even though I like lobster so much better. What? Alright, after all that walking and looking at everything, I ended up with the seafood mac and cheese. So it has like crab, shrimp, mussels in it. $26, but I feel like this could serve 5 people. So I'm heading back now to my food at the end of the seafood festival. I feel like I showed you everything. All the vendors, the live music, all the food.
Hey, that's weird.
Yeah. Did I just find hidden access to the beach? I think we did. We'll pop off right here. Secret beach access. Sick. Leave that right there. No one's gonna steal it because it's too friggin' heavy. Nice. Super cute. The cutest. All right, back to the car. Nice ride.
Run, baby, run, it's haunted here. No one ever escaped this fear. This old house is stripped from all, gutted to the bone, it's a skeleton wall. Hide, baby, hide, there's no way out. I've locked the door, no one will hear you shout. Drink your wine and howl at the moon. No rescue here, this girl is doomed. Dark sky and burning fire, I'm faster to escape these lies. Mountain water
Welcome to Frantic TV's special documentary, The History of e-bike stunt riding. In this episode, we are diving deep into the roots of one of the most exciting and controversial subculture in the world of motorsports, stunt riding. From the motorcycles to e-bikes, the adrenaline-fueled pursuit of pushing the limits on two wheels has captivated enthusiasts for decades. But before we talk about the rise of the electric stunt riding, we have to go back, way back, to the origin of stunt riding itself. A time where motorcycles ruled the streets, and daredevils on two wheels changed the way we think about what's possible. Motorcycle stunt riding, or street freestyle, as it often called, emerged as a rebellion and accelerating form of motorsports. Wheelies, stoppies, burnouts, drifting, you name it. These stunts became the staple of dangerous but thrilling sport. One of the earliest motorcycle stunts, the Glove of Death. In this act, a motorcyclist enters a steel sphere and rides in a circular motion using a centripetal force. Eventually, they can ride upside down, sideways, inside the sphere. This death-defying act became iconic in the circus and motorsport shows alike. But street stunt riding didn't end there. It evolved. In the 1980s and 90s, as motorcycles became lighter, more powerful, and easier to maneuver, new stunts like wheelie, stoppies, and drift became common. Not just on the track, but on public streets. The Star Boys, a famous group of riders in the 90s, took these stunts to highways, filming their daring move and gaining a massive underground following. As the stunt riding culture grew, so did the controversy. Public safety concerns rose, and news outlets began to question whether this type of riding belonged in the public roads. Riders became outlaws in the eyes of the authorities. Yet, this didn't stop the movement. By the end of the 90s, stunt riding had gained a massive following with organized teams and even competitions. Events started popping up all over, allowing riders to showcase their skills in a safer, more controlled environment. But for many stunners, the thrill was in the freedom, the spontaneity of popping a wheelie or performing a trick right on the highway. Fast forward to today, and we have seen a shift. Not away from the stunt riding, but towards a new type of machine, the electric bike. With the rise of e-bikes like the Sauron, a new generation of riders had emerged, taking a stunt riding to the next level. These bikes are lighter, quieter, and in many ways more accessible than their gas-powered counterparts. For many stunners, e-bike presented freedom. With their silent motors, riders can now perform tricks without drawing as much attention from the authorities. But at the same time, e-bike has begun tracking their own share of controversy. As popularity of e-bikes grow, so do concerns about safety and legality. E-bike stunts are being performed in public streets, and the same issue that arose with motorcycles are now surfacing with electric bikes. So where does that leave us? Is e-bike stunt riding a positive addition to the sport, or is it another public safety concern? Personally, I think that there's a lot of potential here. E-bike stunners bring creativity, innovation, and passion for the sport. However, it is clear that we need to find a balance between safety and freedom. Some riders want a league or a competition space so they can safely perform these tricks in a controlled environment. Others argue that the essence of stunt riding is about being free, performing whenever and whatever you want. Whatever the future holds, one thing is for sure, e-bike stunt riding is here to stay. The technology will continue to improve, making these bikes faster and more powerful. And as the sport grows, it's likely we'll see a wider variety of riders pushing the limits and what's possible on two wheels. The future of e-bike stunt riding is in the hands of the riders, the community, and yes, even the authorities. It's a delicate balance, one that will shape how these sports evolve in the coming years. Whether you're a seasoned rider or a newcomer to the scene, remember that safety should always come first. To all my fellow riders, I want to hear from you. Where do you see stunt riding going into the future? Should we embrace the idea of a controlled competition, or should the spirit of freedom always become a priority? Drop your comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, if you find value in this type of videos, make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, drive safe, drive smart, and drive free. Ciao.